What's up guys, and welcome back to another man versus deer video. In today's video, temps have dropped a little bit. Hopefully the action picks up and we get to run an arrow into a big buck. Let's get after it.
What a roller coaster of a season it has been. Came in downwind and actually winded me.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I am set up today just over the ridge from a hayfield on my left, and I've got a big creek and a creek bottom here on my right, and I've got a bunch of thick, nasty bedding peppered all throughout this area. I'm set up on some fresh sign at the convergence of two trails. I found this sign the other day when I was scouting. I found some rubs. One tree has a lot of gouges in it, and the other rub goes about chest high, so only a big deer can make those. And the other night when I was pulling out, I happened to lay eyes on a really nice buck. I went after him yesterday, didn't see him, and in fact the only does I seen moved right at last light. So I have pushed about 200 yards closer to where I think this deer is bedding. I've got some good intel, I've got some fresh sign, and I think we might be able to make it happen tonight. So I think this will play out one of two ways. I'm in a big hickory, right? And I've got some pretty good back cover. It's a bigger tree than what I've been hunting in lately, and there's a trail that's going to go, it's going to parallel the creek to my right, and if the deer walks on that trail, he'll basically come out right under me. Shouldn't know what's going on until it's too late. I got a lot of foliage right in front of me. The other option is he could take the trail in front of me that parallels this ridge adjacent to this hayfield, and if he does that, I'll be dang near parallel with the old boy, but I've got a lot of foliage in between me and him. I ought to be able to get drawn back before he ever sees or suspects anything. I literally have the perfect wind. Everything is out in front of me. My wind is going back this way. There's no swirling or anything so far. That alone has me super excited. I couldn't have a more perfect setup. This is the best ambush that I've had all year. So hopefully these deer move a little bit this morning. Hopefully we're able to see some bucks, and hopefully we're able to put an arrow on one. I'm gonna start hunting. So I got the chance to leave just a little bit early for my hunting spot, and I like to scout. The more I get after these bucks, I almost like scouting more than hunting, because it gives me the confidence to sit wherever it is that I'm sitting. And I don't sit somewhere unless I'm almost confident I'm going to see a buck. Now, it doesn't always work out like that, but that's where my mind is going into that. But anyways, I found one of the most concentrated buck signposting areas that I have found in a little while. Probably 10 rubs in a half-acre area. Some of them on big diameter trees, most of them really tall. I know it's a big buck in there. The only reason I'm not hunting there now instead of here, because there's more sign there than it is here, is one, I've seen a buck over here, and two, in the process of scouting that, I believe with the way the wind was, I blew out anything that may have been over there, and I walked down a trail, the trail that I would want to hunt. So I'm going to let that place cool off for about a week, or until I have the right one to go in there. But I found some really promising sign over there, and I usually scout my way out too. That's something that I think is so important, is having that fresh in-season intel. I think it really keeps you on the deer. Doesn't seem to be working for me this year, but it sure worked last year. So on this little bench behind me, I just had 3 deer sneak up on me. They didn't smell me because they had already crossed through where my wind was blowing, but they had to have seen me or something, because I didn't see them until they jumped out into the field. So I'll have to keep an eye back there. I'd never seen deer come from that way, but every time I think they're not going to come from somewhere, that's where they come from. It just looked to be 3 does though, so no harm, no foul. They didn't booger hard, they didn't blow. That is the third or fourth set of deer I've had downwind of me this year that did not wind me and run away and blow. Gotta be something to this vanilla cover scent. I think I hear some more coming. That is so crazy. That's not ideal. I didn't want any deer blowing out here, especially in the last hour of light, but that's what happens sometimes. Hopefully, if there's a buck in the area, he is not with them, because that would be bad. I haven't seen any antlers running away yet. These dang things won't leave me alone now. Go away, I'm about to shoot you. Well, gosh, dang it. I had a doe come through on that little bench. Could have shot her all day long, but it puts her about level with me and only about 20 yards away, so she's gonna see me. I could have shot her before that happened, but I'm not doe hunting, I'm buck hunting. She ran off blowing after she seen me, then came back, seen me again, and started blowing again. That old nanny doe's gonna get it. Not today, because I'm buck hunting, but I'll probably come back here and make her pay for that. But anyways, these deer, they always come from the direction I'm not expecting them to come from. It's so crazy. Hopefully, though, my buck is still this way, because those does were coming from that way. And hopefully things settle down enough before dark where I can still get a crack at one. We'll just have to see. Who knows? It's deer hunting. You never know.
Well, guys, as you can see, it is the next morning. I recorded an interview about the hunt after the hunt, but I did not turn my mic on, so I didn't have any audio, so I'm out here this morning doing it now. That buck encounter was awesome. I'm super excited about it. I think I got a really good chance killing that thing. He came from the direction that the sign told me he was going to come from. He just exited into that field a lot sooner than I thought he was going to, so I should just have to make a couple of small adjustments, assuming he stays in that area, and I should have a real good shot at killing that buck. that was my last hunt before my Wyoming trip. I actually leave for Wyoming tomorrow with my dad, and me and him are going to go try to fill 2 different pronghorn buck tags. So stay tuned for those videos. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and interacting with the channel. If you like what I'm doing, make sure you smack that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Also, link in the description to my shop. Any purchases made from that shop directly support the channel as well. So again, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I will catch you in the next one.